I'm getting a glimpse of it right now.
There have been some stories about some slurs you had to put up with when you were at Harvard. How bad was that, and how did you deal with it?
It was bad the first couple times, but just learned to block it out, and it's taught me a lot. And it's just made me a better player, just mentally stronger, and that's the biggest thing.
Did it stop at any point?
No.
No?
Do you expect it to continue at the pro level?
Yeah.
This is obviously, being a fan of the Warriors, you know they've just gone through a big change. What do you think about that? The fact that you might be the first personnel move of the new ownership represents something, I think, too.
Well, I'm very thankful to the new ownership for giving me this opportunity, and I know that this wouldn't have happened without their approval. And so, in my opinion, I think they're doing a great job.
You're not going to rip them. You haven't talked to anybody from the Nets yet?
What's that?
Have you heard from the co-owners or anything?
I haven't personally talked to them, but my agent has, and I've heard stuff that they said to my agent.
It's possible that they asked for this, I would imagine.
It's possible. That's something that you probably have to ask my agent.
No matter how you do in the future, it's probably that you're going to be labeled as a undrafted player. Do you think that will be your motivation in your approach to your career?
No, it's not going to motivate me anymore. I'm already motivated. I love competing. I play basketball because I love basketball, and whether someone doesn't believe in my game, or whether I win undrafted, that's not going to change my motivation.
What part of your game do you need to work on?
My jump shot. Just developing a consistent jump shot out to the NBA three-point line. So that's what I'm going to focus on the most in the next up until training camp.
When Toby Gerhart went through the whole process before the NFL draft, he ran into some stereotyping about being a white running back. I assume you know who he is.
Yeah.
Stanford guy, yeah. I'm wondering if you heard anything like that, if you've ever talked to an athlete who has also faced those kind of stereotypes the way Toby did, or...
Well, I actually roomed with Omar Samhan from St. Mary's, and he was at Dallas with me, and we have very, very similar stories. Not really recruited out of high school, and went on to have a pretty good college career, and now we're back in that underdog role. And so I got to talk to him a lot, and he's been real supportive, and it's just it's nice to have someone to relate to.
Do you think that ethnic stereotyping is an issue we have to overcome? And how about the Ivy League expectations?
Well, I feel like an Asian from Harvard, if you think about that, you're not going to think, a player in the NBA. So I understand that, but that's just the way it is. There haven't been that many Asian Americans. There haven't been that many Ivy Leaguers. So I understand that, but I'm hoping I'm breaking the stereotypes. And yeah.
I know you've been asked this before, but what was the situation when you're coming out for the schools around here? Were you not recruited heavily? Were they interested but not offering scholarships at that moment?
They were. So the Pac-10 schools wanted me to walk on, and the Ivy League schools, Harvard and Brown, were the two ones that really wanted me to go there and play for them. And I was deciding mainly between those two conferences, and I didn't really want to walk on. I wanted to go somewhere where the team wanted me, not somewhere where I would have to go in and potentially not even have a spot on the team.